Hello. If you have a 73 to 79 F-150, you'll notice that some visors often suffer a broken anchor pin, which is made out of plastic. Now, maybe the earlier dent sides came with a metal one, but the later ones, like my 78 F-150 here, had a plastic anchor pin. And it broke off before I ever got a hold of the truck, right inside that fabric. And I didn't know how to get it out without damaging the fabric. But there was my trusty DeWalt drill sitting there. Already had a small bit in it, and I thought, I have done this before with other broken parts that get stuck. Drill a little pilot hole in it, whoop, and if you have a little screw or something laying around, like I do believe I used something like this, little fine thread guy, a longer one than this, and I cranked it in there with a screwdriver, and I was able to wiggle it and walk that plastic anchor pin out. And it took about 3 tries because it kept breaking off in smaller pieces, but I did eventually get it all out. So that was phase 1 on these suckers. Phase 2 is, how do we replace the pin? Well, we can buy a plastic one, which, as you know, broke before, so why shouldn't it break again? Especially if somebody who doesn't know what they're doing is fooling around with the sun visors and just pulls on it too hard and breaks it. So what I decided to do was replace it with a nice zinc plated bolt from Lowe's for a whole $1. It's a 5/16 by 8-inch bolt. It costs like 98 cents. Obviously I bought 2 of them. And instead of cutting it all up and putting it in there, I decided why not try the threads and see if the threads hold in to that metal tube that runs the whole length of this thing. And I started twisting it in, and it took hold a bit, and it just pulled itself in. It's way longer than that plastic pin, obviously much stronger. So when I mock these up, I'll just screw it in to just about where it needs to be. Take a cut-off wheel, cut the bolt head off, and I don't have any good rubber stops to put on it, but I had this vacuum cap assortment I purchased from AutoZone for like $6 or $7 for my vacuum problems, and it's got plenty of ends on it, and I tried some of them out, and I found that I believe this one, whatever that is. Oh, 5/16 vacuum caps. That makes sense. They slide right over the end of the bolt. And upon testing it in the little center carrier thing that mounts in your roof, they snap right in, they hold nice. So that's a nice cheap solution. You don't have to order that one part and then they want to charge you $10 to ship it, you know, the plastic anchor pin or whatever, to your house, and then you find out it doesn't work for some reason because it's not Amazon. You don't know how to return it.